This week, I have the shittiest week ever. David spends over $1,000 on Facebook, and Chloe gets a concussion. So, let's strap down, let's strap in, and let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Hello, this is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friend, co-host, got Chloe. Hello, Chloe. How are you doing?
Hello, Tom. You okay?
Yeah, very good. Yeah,
Good.
It's been so long.
Feels like a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
It's been lovely.
I like just being on just the two of us. Like don't know. It's
It's peaceful.
Yeah, it is. It is peaceful. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is peaceful.
Yeah, it's nice.
No one else.
Wasn't there a joke that you wanted to do where?
Fuck, David! Shit.
Oh, I wasn't sure if
You
we were
know
doing
what?
that. Were we going to do that bit where I bring into when someone shows up onto, Zoom, they go doodle, and then all of a sudden is that what you wanted to do?
I think I did, yeah, but I don't really know if we want to do that one anymore. We can do that one, but the reality is, where the fuck have you been?
I've been enjoying life, to be honest with you. Did you know how nice it is not doing a podcast every week? Seriously,
It has
like,
not.
My mental
genuinely,
health is just fantastic right now.
Shut the.
You know what I mean? I'm like, wow. Like not having to edit every week.
I can assure you, my mental health has taken a dramatic dip over the past week, and it has nothing to do with podcasts. Oh my fucking god!
All right, tell us what's going on. Dude.
Come on, Tom. Bring it in.
That actually wasn't a thing, but I was trying to find out.
I feel
more
like
about,
you should just go with it. Yeah, there's so much happening.
I was going to ask more about David and where he's been and stuff like that, but
yeah.
okay.
I've been out of town.
I mean, it has.
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
Well, I went to a wedding in Idaho, which is like 8 hours away, and I went to the beach for a week. Well, it was actually more than a week. It happened to we left on a Saturday morning and it didn't show up. And came home on a Sunday a week later. So like there's 2 weeks gone there. You know what I mean? 2 podcasts. So yeah, but I did edit them though. So not that I wasn't gone completely.
Just for those people who are just like who are watching on YouTube and they see a giant box that's over my shoulder here. That is a box of kittens. There is literally a box of joy behind me.
Are they alive?
What the fuck, David?
Why would they not
Holy
be?
shit!
Why
Yes,
aren't
they're
they
alive.
Well, you never meant.
Why would he have a box of
Why
dead
would I have a
kittens
box of
behind him?
dead kittens behind me?
Hey, you do you. I don't know. That could be just something that you're into. You know what I mean? As
That
like,
would not be a box of joy. Let's be honest.
What's it? A dead kitten?
Depends on the individual, I suppose. Okay.
Wow.
Apparently, you're the individual because you're the one who fucking said that. You were like, box of kittens, joy must be dead. That's the only kind of that's where we're going with that.
How come are they not making any noise? Are they just squeaking away?
They are quiet actually.
They're quiet at the moment, but like the mum comes in and makes like kind of I don't really know, like so it was like chirping noises, and she chats away to them. But they're actually they're really like they are nice and quiet and just don't know. They're
cute,
alive, they're very very cute,
alive. And
You're
cute.
very alive, yeah, incredibly alive, yeah. That is, yeah. Anyways, shall we get onto my week?
I think we should. Yeah, I've been waiting to hear about it.
Fuck me. So some parts I'm not going to go into too much because it's all like personal stuff that's happened. So one thing that happened was my housemate and Mrs. got into like a bit of a to-do in the house. I won't go into the details of it, but basically it was like a whole thing for like a solid day, and that was not great. There was also a whole thing, and again, not going into that one there with my ex, and like a whole slew of stuff, which is just piled on.
Is there anything you're going to get into? Because this sounds like this really sounds like shit. No.
Potential shit.
I just want you to understand there is a lot of stuff going on here, but
so what can we hear?
One of the primary ones, was PlusNet, and I just want to start this off by
internet.
By saying, PlusNet is an internet provider.
Yeah.
And if you're watching this PlusNet, hi, fuck you.
Okay.
Just thought I'd say it.
They're totally watching this. This is what they watch.
Yeah, definitely is, yeah. Well, no, actually, no, it's not. Because I can guarantee if they're actually on PlusNet, they're not downloading this podcast. I have had some fucking grief with them. Now, this all started off a few months ago.
Right.
And I got... a company called Fibrous is coming into the area.
Yeah.
And Fibrous is doing like really, really fast internet, like gigabit internet.
Right.
And obviously, I want me some of that, especially considering like we're on like the west coast of Cumbria, and that's not something we had previously. So I was very excited to get it. And because it's a new night, they're coming into the area, that what they're doing is they're buying out people's old contracts. And so they asked, they said, check with PlusNet, see how much the contract is. If it's under this amount. And so I called up PlusNet, and they were like, yeah, to buy out the contract, £285. Bob on. Called up Fibrous. They were happy as anything to pay off that, get me over to them. So I said, yeah, send me the final bill to PlusNet, and we'll get it sent over to you. Now, bearing in mind, this started 4 months ago. This has been ongoing for a while. I've been chasing this up, trying to get this final bill. Now, bearing in mind, final bill is a legal right. This is all stuff I have found out recently, but anyways. So we're trying to get this final bill off PlusNet, and they are just delaying and delaying, and eventually it comes through, and the final bill is for nearly £700,
What?
which is not what was agreed.
Because was that the rest of your contract or something?
Nope,
Oh.
It was a mistake. They admitted when I called them up, they said it's a mistake, and I said, well, I need the final bill so I can pay you guys. And they said, well, we're going to have to send it back in, and we're going to have to get it redone. It might take 30 days. So, right, okay. So I called up a couple of times.
Right.
And then I get this letter through the door from a debt collection agency. And I open it up, and they have sent me through to a debt collection agency, and I've got stuff about county court judgments and all of this shit saying
Jesus
basically
Christ.
don't pay. And I was like, what in the actual fuck is this? So I called up PlusNet, and I was fucking livid. And I was like, what is this shit? So they've then said, we're really sorry. We've made a mistake. What we'll do is we'll recall the debt, and we'll get you the final bill, all of this. So this is now taken. So I have been, in total, I bet you by this point, I've already spent 4 hours on with PlusNet. And to apologise for that, they then sent me an additional £25 gift voucher to apologise for the trouble, which is bollocks for the amount of trouble this has caused me. So, anyways, I'm waiting for this debt to get recalled so I can get the final bill through, so I can actually finally pay them. I just want to give them the money. I just want to give this money to this company. Fibrous is happy to pay for it. All I need is a piece of paper that says final bill and the amount. That's all PlusNet needs to do. It's all they've needed to do all this time. So, last Friday, I get an email from PlusNet saying that they're happy that they've now resolved everything, and I will have to deal with the debt collection agency because they're not dealing with me any further. And I'm like, wait, but you've recalled the debt. So I've got onto them. I've then had multiple fucking arguments. And obviously I'm trying to do this as politely as possible, because in a day, the people on the other end of the phone are,
it's not their fault.
It's not their fault. One of them, I will say, was a fucking dickhead and was basically insinuating I'm trying to get out of this bill, even though on numerous times and on all my records and everything, he was saying, well, the policy is this, procedure is this. I'm like, yes, but my procedure is I just want to give you this fucking money, and I'm not paying a debt collection agency. I even checked with Fibrous to see if they would pay, if the debt collection agent. And in fairness, they said no. And I can't really, because Fibrous, I will say, have been phenomenal throughout all of this. They've actually tried to help where they can do. They have gone above and beyond as Fibrous. So I'm like now stuck in a position where I'm now with a debt collection agency. So, and this is where, because me and Dave were talking about having a bit of kind of consumer advice. So I've called Citizens Advice Bureau, which is, if you're in the UK, it's a free phone number. And what they advised me was that your final bill is a legal right. They have to give you your final bill. That's a correct final bill is a legal right. So I now knew that information. So CAB was awesome for that. And then they explained what I needed to do was I'm trying to remember what it's called, a system access request. No, a subject access request. Now, this is if you're having any problems with a company, this is really good because this is something that's, again, a legal right in the UK. And it means that you can, because the companies will keep a lot of the phone calls for, say, for instance, a year. And you can call them up and say, I want all them phone calls.
Oh.
And you can have them sent in as a transcript, or you can have them sent as an audio file. I requested that they got sent as an audio file. So they then have to, by law, send me them records.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Calls. So at this point now, I've done a system, and basically the CAB have then said that my next step is to put a formal complaint into PlusNet, and if they do not sort it out, they will send me what's called a deadlock letter out, and at that point there, I will then take them to the financial ombudsman, and we get
100%.
serious. And so what I've done with this information is I've then gone back to PlusNet, said, I'm raising a formal complaint. I want to do this subject access request. I want to do this. I want to basically explain what the process I'm going to be doing now. And I got a phone call the next morning apologizing sincerely. They have cleared all of the debts. They have basically fixed everything. They've sorted everything. So if you do have problems, something along these lines, CAB, Citizens Advice Bureau, are
100%.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Give them a call, ask them, get it fixed. They'll be absolutely brilliant. There are ways and means. And I didn't realize how I always thought when you did a formal complaint, I didn't realize that was an actual it's actually part of a process
you've got to go through the
thing.
you've got to go down the roads.
I was unaware of that, but like actually doing a formal complaint, there's actually power in that because it means that you're actually going.
This is basically saying this is your final warning. Sort this shit out.
Yes.
Before it goes any further, and that's when they go shit.
Yeah.
That's when they've got to act. And they have no choice
that was really, really cool actually. So that was I was happy with that, and things started looking up. Things were. It's David's.
David's bored of you.
Hello, you bored, David?
Why do you ask questions that you really don't want? You only want an actual proper answer. You don't want to really hear the truth, do you?
No. No. So that was it. We were fixed. We were happy. Everything was looking up. We had no issues.
Butt coming on
until that night when my laptop died.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah. So my laptop completely died.
Is this why we've had issues earlier then?
Yes. This is
so
the reason why I've had
laptop.
Issues.
So was it 10 minutes before we were supposed to be recording? Is that when you opened up your laptop out of the box?
Yeah, literally just opened out the box.
I was doing stuff on it, and I plugged everything in, and then it occurred to me I'm not on my old laptop anymore. None of the stuff is set up. I need to quickly set it up. So it was more of a thing. And I just very quickly, especially I managed to get a new laptop. Phil, I love you. You're an absolute legend. And that's all basically getting sorted.
Is that a new Patreon tier where it costs a laptop?
Yeah.
And you get a thank you.
So that was the week, and then
so that's the technical side, yes.
Because we're not finished yet.
No, we're not. No, this is the bit I want to know about, I presume.
So, I was having a serious conversation with my housemate, and I was basically trying to make a point. I was trying to be all like, this is what we need to be doing, this and this and this. Made a really kind of powerful statement. Got my Coke, walked up the stairs, as I was walking up the stairs, I slipped forwards. I tried to catch my Coke before it slipped all over the wall, and I managed to fracture my hand. So
I thought it was going to be more exciting.
I now have a fractured hand, and now I got sent home on Friday.
So you fell
afternoon.
up the stairs,
I
going
fell
up the stairs.
Not
down the stairs.
Nope, up the stairs. This was a true Chloe moment. This was as...
Wow, I don't think you can put me in that bracket.
Honestly, this week... Oh, yeah. And the other thing as well is both my front tyres needed replacing. So that was 140 quid. That was great.
Well, that's just life.
Oh no,
Yeah,
but
it's just
it definitely could have happened at a different time. I mean, that would have been lovely.
Okay,
yeah.
Fair enough.
So which hand did you fracture?
Not my wanking hand, so that's good.
Is it your left or your right?
My lefty. I've fractured.
Do you write with your right or left?
With my right.
That's lucky.
I honestly, it was one of them weeks where it was just one thing after another, and I just felt like it just wasn't ending. It just was not ending. I'm hoping next week's going to look better for me. But this week, Jesus.
That actually reminds me of something that, I was trying to think, did anything bad happen to me last week? I'm like, I'm trying to keep on with the subject. I was like trying to think, you know what, maybe it was something. I was like, 2 weeks ago, I had my Netflix account hacked. I'm like, who the fuck? I don't know. It's like they figured out the password. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You know, and so I changed the password, blah, 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 and all that kind of thing. As in, like, maybe it was a mistake or whatever, like, I got it sorted. I think I had to talk to customer support, whatever, and I keep getting these annoying fucking texts from my Hotmail account, my Microsoft account, whatever. I'm like, logging in, blah, 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 and all like, oh, shut up, whatever. Because it's usually first thing in the morning.
That's the problem with them. They are very much like when you see them emails. You don't. It's never a panic thing. It's more of a for fuck's sake.
Well, because it was first thing in the morning as well. First thing in the morning, and I was like, a lot of time I just swipe, done. Okay, because half the time I just don't even know who's if it's real or not. Because some people, there's so many fake emails. Because I get so much emails, and there's so many fake things. I get the amount of stuff from Facebook too that I get like a text message from Facebook, but it's not really Facebook. It's it's a fake account saying that my logo is not mine anymore, and you're going to get sued unless you click on this link. Yeah. But it's not really them. You know what I mean? Or it's just your account has been suspended because of the videos that I've been posting. So I get this shit constantly. But it was time to at the end of the month. It was time to like, all right, I need to transfer some money over from my business bank account over to my own checking account, and I was like, oh, I don't have any money. There should be money there. Where's my money? What the fuck? I'm like, then I look at Facebook has taken out over $1,150. I'm like, what the fuck, Facebook? What the fuck? What? This doesn't make any sense. Yeah. But then I remember it actually a few days prior to that, my Facebook got hacked. Actually, sorry, I forgot to mention that part. My Facebook got hacked, my personal account, and I kind of like, all right, blah blah blah, factor, and I fixed it. I thought I fixed it. Apparently, I didn't fix it.
Apparently not.
Because
I did fix it at the time, but I changed my passwords. I logged out of everything else, blah blah blah. But what
damage already done?
It was my Hotmail that got hacked into.
Oh,
because that's where I use a lot of my personal stuff. And of course you can't have a Facebook business account unless you have a personal account, and that's the email that you end up using, and not my business email. So what the weird thing. So what happened was, Facebook, they created some ads on my business account. All right, this will be the account that I post all my my YouTube videos, or my Facebook videos, or whatever, shorts or reels or whatever it is, but. So they bought over $1,100 worth of ad space. All right, so they could advertise some random products.
Wow!
I'm like how is this? How are they even making money from this? How are the bad people who hacked into my account? Like, again, it wasn't. They didn't transfer money from my account to it.
Now that you mention it, surely they would have made more money by just taking the money.
But how could they have
putting it-
taken the money? You know what I mean? You can't just transfer money from your bank account to your Facebook to a different bank account.
I guess,
You know,
yeah.
because it's an ad campaign. So here was
It's
I was
still a random thing to do, isn't it? Unless they're the ad people.
One of the products was like a fishing net. You know, it's like a collapsible cylinder with a bunch of netted holes in it, and you know, I was like, what the fuck is this? So I'm trying to figure it out. This is my theory. All right. So what they do, they hack into people's accounts. All right. They have a website where if you want to advertise on Facebook, we'll do it cheaply for you. So they probably they use hacked accounts.
I bet you're right. That sounds precisely right. Because
so that's what they do.
I have seen them before, and I bet you that it's these ones that where they'll message you on Facebook and on Instagram and shit like that. I bet you that's precisely what they're doing.
Yeah. So that's what they did. I had a bunch of God knows how many different links or how many different views, and I did contact them saying, as in hey, I didn't do this. You know, I got.
I was saying, did you get your money back? Or?
I did get $1,000 back.
Oh, wow then.
They did. There was the very first one that they did wasn't because it was $250 is what the max was a day or something. And
right,
I'm going to get the other money back too. But again, it was very upsetting. I was stressing because I was watching Boat Boys that day. Thank God they actually were very well behaved. You know, they barely destroyed anything upstairs. Now I had a camera. I did have a camera looking at them. You know what I mean? But as I'm on the phone, I'm chatting with Facebook guy and everything. It was very stressful. And again, I thought it was going to be a few days.
But what did you actually say to Facebook? What was what tactic did you go in with this?
I said I didn't create these ads. Somebody hacked into it a few days ago, as you can see from their history. You know, I didn't realize. What sucked too is that my payment, the way I pay is from the bank. You know, like you would write a check kind of thing. You know what I mean? I just use that because instead of using my credit card, which I should have done from now on, I'm going to use the credit card because you can just call up Visa and go like, yeah, I didn't do that and do that. Okay. Boom, done. You know, and not so much when you're just going directly from your bank account. But anyway, so that's so factor. What's it called? Two-factor authorization or authentication. Yeah. So that is basically what I did on everything now. So nobody can log in anywhere. Oh yeah, I looked up the history of anybody who actually logged onto my email, and there was over 50 different attempts to log into my email from all over the world. And it was just, I felt dirty. You know what I mean? And it was just, so I always ignore the two-factor authentication. I can never say that fucking word out. I don't ever say the word out loud. I always say it in my head, you know? But that
two-factor thing.
Yeah, the two-factor thing.
Go on.
Well, I was just going to continue on with the bad luck that we've obviously been having.
Well, just quick, just on the just before we move on for the David one, because there's a few things that I wanted to put on this because me and you were talking about this during the week, and you were talking about internet security and like having internet security in your computer. I haven't had internet security on my computer for nearly 10 years now.
I've not got it on mine. I probably should do that.
Yeah, it's the reality is now because it's not like the old days where you go into like 15 different websites every single time. You are going to just Facebook. You are just going to you're going to Google Mail, stuff like that. As long as you're not downloading attachments, unless it's like clearly a doc, it's make sure you understand who it's coming in from. Two-factor authentication. I personally rate Google for holding all my account information and have a password manager.
Use Google's password manager or a different password?
I use Google's password manager. I've got it all saved on there, and then when you go on to create a new password on Google, if you're using Chrome, it will actually ask you, do you want Google to fill it in for you? And it'll come up with something, and you can actually tell it to strengthen it up and to make it a much longer password. And then that way you've got. So a lot of mine, I've got pretty much all my accounts has got some kind of alphanumeric password. And then what the big thing is now, it's not really passwords, it's passphrases.
Interesting.
for doing like so like you have your main like so say for instance if you use Google, get your password changed to something as long as it can be. Because the reality is, you're not really logging out of your Google that often. It's very, very, very rare. And if you are asked to log in, really query that. Be like, why am I being asked to log into my Google? Because this is not normal. It's very, very rare that you get asked to actually log into it. And if you are, there might be some fuckery, especially if you weren't expecting it. Just kind of do, but like a passphrase. So as an example, my Wi-Fi password is "Do not give this password out to anyone." Or my old one used to be "You already know the password," which is always a good one to tell someone when they say "What's the password?" You already know the password. But what is it?
It is funny when you go onto when you're searching for Wi-Fi and you see all the lists of Wi-Fi's that you can select. This one, Dad. You know, that'll be the name. That'll be the name of it.
Yeah.
Well, I like to fuck with my neighbours. So because we have two wireless networks within the house, and one of them is TV surveillance van number 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that TV license surveillance van is outside. It fucking knows you're watching BBC. No, but I like to. It's passphrase are always good, but like that 2-factor authentication, it makes a fucking huge difference. And again, stuff with like if you're using Google to actually secure the stuff, I personally don't rate Microsoft. They tend to be, because Microsoft gets hit hit a lot, and they do have a lot of security issues with that sort of thing. For me, it's good because you can have it all linked into your phone. Again, I think maybe Apple, if you're more in the iPhone ecosystem, like again going down basically the same thing
it
down
does
the
do
Apple.
suggestion ones.
The only real issue with that is that if you wanted to switch phones and you wanted to go to Apple or going to Android, you are very locked in on the ecosystem, which is a bit shit. So
I find
that's the only thing.
I feel but right now my phone is my password. If I want to log on anywhere, my phone lights up and I have to like authorize it from my phone from now on. That's my 2-factor authentication. So that worked out.
I like I'm having orgasm in the chat says I found a Wi-Fi network in Holland called Tell My Wi-Fi I Love Her.
I quite like that.
That is quite good. So
there you go. That is very, very good.
What happened to you, Chloe?
Tom's top tips then, is it? Tom's top tips.
Yeah. It's just use your common sense, like with stuff like that. Just be like, and then when you're getting emails through as well, when you're getting an email through, just make sure you hover over the email that's coming through,
right,
and make sure that it's coming through. Because sometimes what you'll get is an email will come through, and like I'll tell you what, I'll see if I can try and find one here. Because I bet you if I go on it, so if I go into spam,
if you hover over it.
So if you're on your phone, or if you hover it, because obviously it'll show you the name of who it's coming from,
right?
Mm-hmm. And so it'll look like it's from, like it might look like it's from LinkedIn, or like okay, here's one, payment declined. This is from, and it says Tom Burke, your accounts will be removed today unless I do it. Until let's do this. And so what I can do here is I should be able to just.
This is an Android thing.
No, it should be on all of them. It should be on all of them. But
so you're trying to see what the email actually is it?
Yes, and just check and see what it is. And when I actually click on it, it's skjef at give something.us. Make sure you look at that. And again, when you're on websites, when you're on a website, what you'll find now is the actual website will actually be highlighted at the top. So you might click on a link and it looks like you're on PayPal, but you're actually on PayPal this is a spam something. So is that like it's the that whatever.com, that is the website that you're on. The first part before, like, it's what's called a subdomain. So they can, as an example, I could have @tom.com, but I can create a subdomain that looks like it's paypal.tom.com. So it kind of looks like it's official, but it's that last little bit there, and just be absolutely sure. Because the way scams are now is they are specific, because they know they know sending out all these generic emails saying I am the king of Nigeria and I'm going to give you whatever. They don't work. What does work is very, very niche, very, very specific things. That's where you get stuff about your every package or your Royal Mail package, or like the one that the first one I actually nearly fell for in 10 years, which was I got a text message. And I got a text message saying, "Dad, I dropped my phone down the toilet. It's from my mate's phone." And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, how the fuck have you dropped your phone down the toilet? And I was texting him back, and I realised it was a British number, and the person I've been speaking to, my son, was actually in America, so he shouldn't have had a British number. And it was that made me realise, because they can do what's called spoofing. So they can make it look like it's a British number. They can make it look like they're actually calling from the town that you're actually in. So you just have to be so very skeptical of everything. Just kind of just ask yourself that little question of, what is this? Is this real? And I know it's shit, but it's the best way of keeping you safe. But yeah, two-factor authentication. Use
You're getting in
Apple
very deep with this.
or Google. Well,
Did anyone ask the question?
It is, but it's one of them things where this is one of these things where one of our audience this year will probably get scammed.
Okay,
and potentially
our
host.
Our host.
It's one of the things where it's likely that one of our community is going to get done over. And if I can say this, and someone can go and turn on two-factor authentication to make sure that doesn't happen to them, I'll fucking sit here and talk for a few minutes for that.
It's like Instagram stuff as well, where people copy you as well. Have you had that yet, Tom?
Oh,
yeah.
I had one.
Facebook.
I had one the other day. Message me going hi, like hi as in HY, and it was called Skip Chick. I was like, what the fuck? And it was a picture of me. I was like, what? And there's loads of American trucks, and it's going, oh yeah, I'm a YouTube vlogger, and I was like, what the fuck? So,
well, they didn't realise they'd actually messaged.
I don't think they'd realised they'd messaged me, which I thought was hilarious. So that was my sort of put on that one. No, all I was going to tell you is what happened to me last week, to go down the hurt scenario of unluckiness. Is I was trying to shut a Roro door bin, one of the big bins, and it wasn't going in place. So I normally have like a big scaffolding bar that obviously I'll put over the end or whatever, so I got more leverage. You know, scientific, clever. Anyway, I was pulling on this bit of metal to try and shut it, and obviously I was putting all my weight into it. And what did the scaffolding bar do? Fall off.
As you would expect, yeah.
Yeah, sent me flying backwards so hard that I landed on my coccyx bone. So I really hurt my butt.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Your what?
My coccyx.
Your tailbone.
Your tailbone.
Just to say tailbone. Sorry.
Because it's British. It's coccyx. Do you not say coccyx?
I've never heard that word before in my life.
Coccyx? It's quite a normal. It's a common word.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not as common as you guys.
I'm sorry that you're a child and you've heard the word cock and has thought, fucking, that's great.
Okay, my tailbone and my butt sort of thing. And I slammed down on that, which jolted my back backwards. And then I smacked my head so hard on the concrete.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And I kind of literally like rolled over and was there for a minute going, as you would.
As you would.
And then I was like, looked at my watch and I was like, shit, I've got to leave for school run. So I parked up my truck and went to drive down to school run. I was walking down to school like, I'm in so much pain. Like, this is like, when do I get this checked out with a head injury? I was like, it'll be fine. I didn't pass out or anything, but what I started getting pain come all the way down my jaw and into my jaws and into my ears.
Ooh.
And obviously the swelling and everything's gone down now, but my whole jaw for like a week straight, I could barely eat food and things like that because it was just
Jesus.
absolute agony, and I could barely, like, if I was trying to brush my teeth, I couldn't get my toothbrush in my mouth because I could barely open my mouth without
Well, there's an
there being
excuse
pain.
not to brush your teeth.
Well, yeah, I was definitely brushing my teeth because that's gross, but not for any other reason, might I add. Just go
What
back, yeah,
else?
no. Just point that out.
Why elaborate just to make sure everyone
Well,
knows
just
what,
like
what you're
I
talking
just
about.
made me think of the lay-by story where
I
you
know.
always
So,
go on
yeah,
about my
yeah,
teeth.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
straight
what
up,
my
I was
head
like,
went
why
as
did
well,
I
yeah,
mention
yeah.
that, for fuck's sake?
You can't
Anyway.
mention brushing your teeth ever again.
No, I can't. Anyway, I literally for about a week solid, I physically could barely eat. Like I was barely eat food properly, and like now the pain in my jaw's gone, but it's now in my ears. So it's like, you know, when you got like a really bad head cold sort of thing, and it's just like pressure in your ears. It's like that, and it's horrible.
Did you go to the doctor?
No, I just got on with it. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
I probably
You
should
know,
have done.
this is the biggest injury that I've really had as like I say a proper adult. I've not actually had a proper injury in a long, long time where I've actually
Your wrist.
like done something.
Sorry, your
like that.
finger that you just broke.
Yeah, my
Fractured.
my hands. Yeah,
Didn't you punch a window in?
I did, but that was like I don't know, but
Was
like,
that not
for the longest
adulting?
time. But isn't it weird how now that you're like a grown up,
Yeah.
when you injure yourself, do you remember that kind of like, do you used to have that thing when you injured yourself as like a kid and you used to be like, oh my God, those panic.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
so when I fell, I heard the bone break.
Oh no!
no.
I heard it crack. And I got up and I was like, oh fuck, I cannot be dealing with this tonight. This is going to affect work. I wasn't thinking about, I was just thinking about, this is going to be a problem for work. This is going to be a problem for this. And like, it's just about how inconvenient it was.
That is
and the
literally what
same
you
thing
think
with
about.
you. With like, you've been seriously injured. And the first thing you're thinking is, God, I need to go pick my kid up. I need to go do this.
Literally.
Oh, this is so inconvenient. Jeez.
You just have to get on with it, don't you? And just be like, yeah, we're fine. That's
Yeah.
not my issue at the moment. I'm up and walking. It's fine.
I did hurt my tailbone one time, or what's it called? The coccyx.
Coccyx.
Coccyx. I'm gonna call it tailbone.
It fucking hurts, doesn't it?
But it hurt.
I still struggle to sit down. It hurts.
This was my very first time snowboarding. All right, I went snowboarding this particular weekend because for the weekend afterwards, I was actually going to a resort to go snowboarding with a bunch of friends up in Canada. So I just wanted to, I didn't want to like that to be my first time there, you know, so let's get some practice in today. And so, but it was a very icy day. It wasn't like, you couldn't like build a snowball, but because it's ice, you're pretty much
powdery. Yeah.
It wasn't powdery. So if you fell, you're basically falling on ice. And I fell. And I landed on my tailbone.
Ouch.
This is like I don't know 4 hours into the day, and I'm getting it. And I was doing really well, but what I landed so hard I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I was stuck. I was in so much pain. But the fucked up thing is, I was halfway up the mountain. Now I have to get down. And it was eventually after like 10, 15 minutes of me like trying to, you know, like just even trying to stand up because it was so steep. I'm trying my absolute hardest, but of course I keep falling, and every time I fell, hurt it even more again. But I actually, I wear, you know what bibs are? They're like, you know, work like overalls, but they're snowboarding bibs.
Yeah.
They strap over your shoulders. You know, they're a pants that, you know, have, you know, shoulder straps, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
But I bought this. I had to for the next weekend.
Like braces. They're like braces, sort of thing.
I had to. I bought this foam pad, so I could stuff into my bibs in my back because I couldn't. It was so painful. For the 6 months, I was in pain from this. By the way, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I broke it. Maybe I didn't. But I was like the next weekend. I still
6
went up
months,
snowboarding.
That sounds like you definitely broke
That
something.
sounds like a fracture or something. Yeah, that sounds painful. Yeah.
I didn't go to the doctor or anything. I just figured I just bruised it, you know. But but it was I couldn't. It was I looked ridiculous. I had the fattest ass ever because I had basically a mattress stuff back there. So if I fell, it'll be more cushioned. Oh, it was it was
agony.
It was the most pain I've ever been in. I would definitely say that. It would, so your coccyx.
I don't know if I can say this, but like Kel, she broke her coccyx, and it's still to this day not right. Like, and occasionally
it's the base of your spine, isn't it?
Yeah, and it kind of it comes out of position sometimes still, and
Oh no!
she's trying, and I just feel so bad because like that's not fucking. I mean, just thinking about that makes me feel uncomfortable. So it actually happening, that's real bad. That's like real bad. Yeah,
That's gross.
Actually,
Did,
all my
uh,
biggest
did your
injuries
wife-
have been snowboarding. Sorry,
David, your wife fractured my ankle while it's 4 months while your kid was 4 months old while you were out trucking 6 days a week. Is that right?
This is I presume at the playground. Yeah, fractured ankle. Yeah, she was at the playground with the kid. She was holding the kid, but she couldn't, like, mother's instinct, she wouldn't drop the kid, so she ended up she kind of rolled it a little bit, but
Yeah.
because she didn't drop the kid and
Protecting the child,
held on to the
yeah.
kid, she kept on putting the pressure on, and she broke her ankle.
Oh, ouch.
So yeah, but again, she had
Ouch.
her friend next to her. Her friend was actually. She went to. I don't know. She went. I presume she went to the doctor right away. But for the first time ever, we actually had a babysitter that didn't. Just like a quarter block away. But yeah, that sucked. Yeah. I think she literally heard it break as well, and knew it was.
Oh, that's the worst.
I
bit,
was
isn't it,
working. I
hearing
wasn't
it?
over the road or anything. I did come to pick the kid up later. But I'm like, actually, my better half, while she was snowboarding for the very first time, she did actually break her wrist, and now she's got permanent pins in her hand, in her wrist now as well. So
Oh,
a lot of
wow.
most of my injuries have been snowboarding. I think I sprained my knee and my ankle at the exact same time during one crash.
That's gonna hurt.
And the thing is, I don't know why I never go to the hospital or urgent care.
Just get
I
on
never
with it,
do.
don't you? Yeah.
Time I did have to actually get paramedics to bring me down because I was done. I couldn't go. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't. It was. But that night.
I'm the same. I sprained my ankle so many times now. You just get used to it, don't you? You're just like,
Yeah.
it's not broken. I'm just
I
going to go
can
there and
still
they go,
walk.
it's a really bad sprain. Just get on with it.
Yeah, I did actually work 2 days later after that too. I wasn't wearing a
really?
brace. I did. I was limping around like nobody's business.
So I have kind of been listening, but someone on chat, I'm having an orgasm. I'm not actually having an orgasm if you're listening to this on podcast. That's actually someone in chat. They said you can get a Coccyxes cushion for the trucks, and I've just searched it.
Yes, I've just seen that.
You can.
They're like little donuts, aren't they?
No, they're not. They're kind of. They look really fancy actually, but it's basically got a gap where your coccyx is, so you don't have to sit on it.
That would have been cool.
You know what? I am going to get one of them for Kill because I think that would be really good for
Oh
her.
yeah, they're quite cool, aren't they?
I will.
Orthopedic.
I will search after the podcast, so I'm not going to be distracted.
Yeah, we all.
I'm
distracted,
and I got distracted. I have to be honest with you. I have put that in.
You know what distracts me, Tom? When I'm talking and I can see that you're on your phone. That's distracting for me.
It was a little bit distracting, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, is he even
not very
that
professional?
fucking
I'm
dickhead?
saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing. And you're just like la-di-da, la-di-da. You done talking yet, David? Okay. La-di-da.
I was looking for Coccyxes cushions.
But I didn't know that
How
until
did
the
we
very
know
end.
that?
Yeah,
I've
for
told
all I
you
know
that
is
now,
like,
haven't I?
David,
Because
this is
David sat there going, I know what he's looking at. He's looking at Coccyxes cushions because that's completely normal.
All I see is that you're bored as hell of me talking. I'm like,
Oh no, I wasn't.
David
bored,
hasn't
I was
been on the
just,
podcast for 2 months.
Listen. I am the human equivalent of the dog from Up. So leave me be.
Oh my god, you are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, there's just quickly, right? We're gonna get distracted. Something's happening outside.
Can you go a little louder?
It's like, I don't know. There's like people are arguing outside, and like
Bring the mic out.
Do you know, right? So do you know when you're kind of like there's that you don't want to be that little curtain twitcher.
Oh yeah, you do.
But like,
But it's
part
so
of me is like,
exciting.
ooh, I wonder what's going on because I live in Dissington. It is not a kind of happening place. It's not a place where like things happen. But yeah.
So anything is a little bit exciting.
Exactly. Oh aye, yeah.
Oh aye.
Oh aye. Bloody hell, lads.
I kind of wanted to talk about Elon Musk.
Ooh.
You know, I'm fascinated with the guy, and he's just the most different person in the world. He's just obviously he's the richest person in the world, but he's not trying to like. There's a lot of people out there. They just want to make money. I don't believe he wants to make money. He just happens to make money. All right. I just feel like it's he wants to create stuff. He's not trying to be rich.
He wants to change things.
He wants to create the biggest things out there. Like I don't believe that he has a lot of money.
Well, like make a name for himself,
in his wallet. It's not. I don't. Maybe a little bit for himself. Like I do believe that if he had a button that would cure all cancer and cure all the world's problems, but if he pushes this button, nobody would know it was him. I don't think he'd push the button.
No, I fully agree with you on that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He'd want people to know that it was him.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's money that he wants
to be the savior.
You know what I mean? Even with him buying Twitter, he went ahead and bought it because he could. He is playing a game that only he can play. You know what I mean? Okay, I tried comparing this to like a bit of a video game. When you're playing a video game, you're the most important person in the world in that game. You can create. It could be anything. You know what I mean? But you're the only person in that game that can do all these things. And then it's just kind of a bit of a fast track to ruling the world or whatever it is, to being the best thing. You know what I mean? But he gets to do whatever he wants.
Real life,
If he didn't like the way Twitter was run, I'm like, all right, I'll go buy it. All right, this is what I have to do to go buy it. He never bought it with his own cash. He bought it with money that he borrowed from, because he already had so much money with whatever, right? And he was kind of bringing it to the ground, and they were even threatening to close it because of certain stuff or whatever. And he was like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, all right, that's fine. And like, you're threatening me with money. You're literally trying. No, you can't threaten me with money. I don't care about, No, yeah, okay. If Twitter fails, it fails, and it won't be my fault. It'll be your fault because you closed it, not me. I'm just trying to do this, and I was like, yeah, well, whatever. Okay, fuck them. Yeah, that's what it was. There was so many advertisers that were going to go ahead and stop advertising on Twitter, and he was like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me. And it was just what a weird way to look at it. And like, this is like a $50 billion company or something or another, and he's just what he is doing. Like, he has Rocky puts satellites up into space, he has car company. Sometimes I feel like, have you seen the Cybertruck that he's created?
It's fucking ugly, but yeah.
Oh, that.
But here's the thing.
What?
I bet he made a bet with himself. You know what? I could probably make the ugliest fucking car in the world. And I will have people lining up for it. You know what I mean? And then like, I'm just going to tell everybody it's hey, this is it. This is the best thing ever. You know what I mean? And like, and people will believe me. And like, just for shits and giggles, because he can. And people are buying it, and everyone's saying it's the ugliest car in the world, but they're still lining up for it. Now, I did see one in the parking lot a few days ago, and it was just weird. Obviously, it's weird, but it's even weirder when you're up next to it.
It looks like Back to the Future sort of stuff, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? It looks like the DeLorean, And
see, I'm very conflicted on Elon Musk. Like, I like the idea of him. I like the idea of like this eccentric billionaire that's kind of like he's almost like a kind of larger than life kind of TV, like you say, like a game character or a TV character where he's doing all these things. He's like a kind of Bond villain almost. Like he's kind of a classic. He is that kind of, but sometimes he'll be saying things on Twitter or something like that, and you're like, oh no, Elon, just for fuck's sake, I want to like you, but can you not? Could you not start spouting racist shit? Could you not call someone who's trying to save someone in a cave a paedophile? Is that too much to ask, Elon? I mean, could you not?
Right. How many years ago was that? Holy shit, that was like 7-8 years ago.
It strikes me as someone that needs a hobby.
Like
honestly,
like he'll get bored of something and then buy something new as a hobby.
Like maybe he'll try to bring dinosaurs back.
Yeah, he is definitely the new John Hammond. 100%. If
For
anyone
everyone who
was
doesn't
going to
know,
do it for real life, it'd be Elon Musk that brings back dinosaurs.
I really like SpaceX.
In a park.
I like the things he's doing, and again, you are right in saying that he would be that. I love SpaceX. I think SpaceX is a cracking company. I like Tesla. I don't like Tesla drivers. If there's any listening right now, honestly don't
See,
care.
I went in a Polestar the other day, and that was quite nice.
What's a
Was it
Polestar?
really?
Yeah, the Polestar. It's like
think
an
is it-
electric car. My
Yeah.
brother, when he came over from Arizona, they got it from the cheap, and he used it, and he got all the way from London down to Dawlish on a full tank, full charge,
Yeah.
aircon, everything. It worked really well. Took like at these superchargers took like 20 minutes to fully charge, and then went on for like another 500 miles, which I thought was quite good. Sorry, go on. You don't like Teslas?
I don't know Tesla
Although
drives.
saying
I
that,
like the Teslas.
Electric vehicles, our skip lorry electric truck breaks down pretty much every single day.
Does it really?
It
What?
does. The amount of times that you see the driver Zach, he'll be out in the truck in the morning, and then within like halfway through the day, he's suddenly in a new lorry, and his truck's up at Stewart's, or like broken down halfway up the road towards Stewart's or something. It's had so many issues. Yeah.
I mean, I think electric is the future, but I also think as well it's one of them ones where it's still very much a.
They've jumped too soon, I think, without
There is
the rest of it.
Did you? Someone's saying hydrogen is the next new
Yeah,
thing,
I
isn't
was
it?
just about to say that. Hydrogen. Now, there's only one
Yeah.
place in the world where you, or maybe is in California, where you can actually buy hydrogen cars. Because the only reason why you can buy it is because the only fueling stations are in California. And I was looking at it, and well, there was a lot more negative than way more negative than it was positive. It doesn't have like a Prius has more power, but it runs really cheaply. It's like because it's you can literally water your garden with the exhaust.
I was gonna say basically
thing.
what comes out is just water.
It's just water.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
just water vapor.
I'm sure there's one. There's a hydrogen charging place in Barra. Like
We have hydrogen
Interesting.
over here, don't we? Some of the
Yeah.
trucks.
the trucks. Yeah, maybe in England. I know maybe they were talking about America, and but I don't know. They were showing the map, and it was just basically the San Francisco area and Los Angeles area. I have seen them. Like I always used while I was at a truck stop, I'd always see these trucks filling with this weird one. You know, like what the fuck is that? You know, and they explained to me. I'm like, oh wow, I had no idea. It was fascinating. You know, absolutely fascinating that trucks can actually run in hydrogen. I always thought like hydrogen, you know, most dangerous thing in the world. And I was like, yeah, it's not that bad when you have it in small stuff, you know. But
It's explosive, isn't it? Like the tanks. But then you think, well, actually,
so it's
if
gas.
the electric, and if the
Petrol.
electric cars go up, they just go up for like 2 weeks solid. You know, so it's no worse in a way, is it, than something else, really?
So it looks like Recky's saying, Phil's saying that BMW are focusing on the hydrogen.
Yes,
be
they've
honest
come
with
away
you,
from electric.
I do like the idea more of hydrogen. I think that's, I like the idea that I'm not having to sit around and wait for like to kind of get fueled up. The idea I can just go in somewhere and get it all fueled and then just kind of just drive off again. That's, and I'll be honest with you, I know that some people they want the speed, they want stuff like that. I'm more than happy just having something that just.
Yeah, I don't care
cheap.
about the
Yeah,
speed
Better
anymore.
environment.
Honestly,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I like. Have you ever been in a Tesla to see what the power is like?
Yeah.
No, I went in an MG.
I don't know.
They
It's
put
basically
your foot down and it goes,
MG.
basically.
It's basically a British Tesla. Like they are. MGs
like,
are like.
starting off like with an F1 Ferrari, all right, next to like a souped up Tesla, the Tesla will take off faster, but within seconds,
Really?
the F1 car just flies past it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that the instant power that you have. It is actually scary. Like my buddy, every time I get into the car with him, he just takes off, and it's just like, and you're just expecting the gear change. Nope, no gear. Nope, it's 70, 80 miles an hour. Nope. Like it is. You are being pushed back into that seat, and it's something else. And how
So it's
quiet
not
it
necessarily
is ridiculous.
about speed initially. It's just the initial
yeah,
there to there
as in like
situation. It makes it feel
most cars
faster.
can go past it at top miles an hour. You know, good cars. You know what I mean? But but the takeoff is just ridiculous. I'm sure you can get away with a lot of speeding tickets because there's no sound when you're taking off. Like I rented one time, and it was just so hard not to floor it every single time. Plus, it costs pennies to charge it. You know what I mean? It really does.
Yeah.
Compared to
Guys,
oh,
I'm gonna have to stop a second. I think someone's being decked outside.
So you want to be nosy?
Genuinely, I need to go and have a look. One second. I think someone's being decked. 1 second.
How
I have to
long?
listen. One
Okay.
second. Tell you what, I'll get my phone and I'll record.
Yeah, I think you
We
should
can
record this.
Splice this in.
Oh, fucking shit! Yeah, you fucking
Oh,
he's
he's coming
back.
back.
He looks far too happy.
Right. We'll splice that. We'll splice in a bit of video for the people who are watching on YouTube, or try and do something. In fact, no, we'll put the little clip on the Patreon. There is like a group of like 20 people. That's
wow.
like some of them are hanging around. Some of them there's something happening at the literally just a few gardens down, and like there's people being held back. It's fucking crazy. I suspect we'll see police very soon. This is very exciting.
Is your window open?
It's slightly open. I've been listening. This has been
How
going on
about
for quite a
close
while.
the fucking window and get back to the podcast so you stop getting distracted?
David, this is drama. Are you telling me that you like? Come on, there must be. What was the last drama you had near you? Have you actually? Here's a question for you. Have you ever lived in? Have you ever lived in a town centre? Like, as in, like you've actually lived like in the actual town.
Yeah.
Like
I lived over
like-
Chippy.
yeah. Yes.
And I
Let's
watched
be-
one night someone get absolutely knocked out cold. It was great.
well,
Sat at the window watching it all happen.
on a Friday night. They were
Yep.
like, because don't get me wrong, they weren't great places to live, were they? And like you had to kind
It
of
was
like you'd have to.
entertaining, though.
Well, yeah, no, because usually you have to kind of go like to be like the entrance would be around the back of the building. You have to go like little narrow stairs or some shit
exactly
like that.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly like that. But fuck me, they were entertaining. There was nothing quite like just having like leaning out the window on a Friday night and looking and being like, this is honestly
Who
better than
needs
the
to turn the
TV.
TV on when you can just look out the window?
Exactly. Have you never had that?
I don't think so. I don't believe so.
You honestly, you have missed out. Come on,
must
there
have
must be
sure
someone
have.
in the. There must be someone in the chat who's
Yeah,
who's saying
Recky,
that
I
they've
had a murder
something.
happen up the road from him.
That doesn't count. No, this is like over.
Did
You
you
having to
witness
look out
it?
your window.
Oi, get off him.
Wait,
No,
the
yeah,
way he
I
says
saw...
that's a very weird way of saying that. I had a murder. Like that sounds like
I
did
did
you
it.
murder someone?
No,
yeah.
that's all I've ever had is just watch someone get knocked out, but that was amazing.
Oh yeah, well, funny enough, I also lived above a chippy. Actually, I lived above a chippy and I lived above a KFC.
Was that the one that got?
Yeah, I remember the KFC
where
one.
people fell down. People went. Somebody went through the floor? At
Someone
the
fell
KFC?
through the roof. Yeah.
The roof?
Yeah,
That
the
was
KFC.
it.
Yeah. But the chippy one, that was like yeah, there was always stuff happening outside there. Chippies, I like a great place to see some.
Well, that's where
good
everyone
drama.
like congregates, don't they? After they've been out drinking, let's all go and get some chips, and then they all just
Yeah.
stand there and unless you're Kaylee, and then you go and wee out on the alleyway adjacent to it.
You know what's funny? People don't go out to get chips in America at nighttime. After the beer,
What,
a lot of
after
times they go
eating-
home.
after drinking.
Yeah, yes, there are some people who go
what?
Through the drive-through, but
Why
not
don't
for
you just go
chips.
home?
You know what I mean? But it's just how much chips that we eat as English and Irish. You know what I mean? We love our chips. Sometimes
Chips
Yeah,
are
yeah.
amazing.
chips is always a side food for whatever you get. You know what I mean? It's always burgers, it's always chicken, but chips are not the main item. But like for Ireland, for me, it was chips was the main item. And a lot of
Oh
times
yeah,
the only
chips,
item.
cheese, and gravy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For me, it was
Yeah.
curry chips, and I still do curry chips
Mhm.
at home, and people find it weird. But no, the
You know,
chips is the best.
Kills the chippies on their curry. I don't like curry. It's that the curry sauce.
Oh.
But like the one
They're
in
so different.
Wales, the one in Wales apparently has like raisins in it.
Yeah, no,
some do.
in the powdered stuff, in the packs that you get, I've definitely had some raisins in. I'm not a big fan. I'll pluck them out, but I like the curry still at the same time. But are you talking about like
you
the?
put raisins in a curry?
I don't
People
know.
do. It's like you're having coronation chicken, isn't it? They have raisins in it.
I've
But
never had
wait,
coronation
they-
chicken.
What the fuck is that?
Coronation chicken is like mayonnaise with curry powder almost, isn't it? Is that what coronation chicken is, kind of
I
thing?
don't actually know.
I don't
Okay,
know,
I've done
something
that
like
many times. Mayonnaise and curry powder.
Yeah,
It's a
basically
nice little
that.
dip.
The Chippy Down by Us have just started doing a new gluten-free curry sauce, and they were like, "Oh yeah, try it. It's really nice." I was like, "Okay, if you want me to." Anyway, I tried it. It reminds me, it was like nostalgic sort of thing, because when I used to be in school, every Friday used to be a chips and curry sauce every Friday, and it was like the best curry sauce ever. Oh my god, this gluten-free one is identical. And I'm like, oh my god. So it's just like nostalgia. You know, when just something so like old school that you've never had anywhere
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
prior to that, and I was just so excited.
I do get excited when I go to a restaurant and they have curry over here. Curry is not very popular. Chinese restaurants don't do curry. All right, because curry isn't really a Chinese thing. It's an Indian thing. While in every
It's a different
fucking
type of curry, isn't it?
there's yeah, it depends on the curry.
Katsu
Yeah,
or
but
whatever it is.
yeah, but like Indian restaurants have, but never the same kind of curry that we get for our chips. All right. But one time I did go to an Indian sorry, not Indian. I went to an Hawaiian restaurant, and they had a curry chicken. I'm like, all right, fuck. If there's curry on the menu, I'm getting it. Basically,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm always going to get it. And it was like, oh my god, this is perfect. This is the perfect curry sauce. Sauce is absolutely amazing, and it tastes just like the curry chips back home. And like, because I tried replicating it, and it never came out. It always came out fucking waxy flavored or taste. I don't know, but it was like perfect. They're fucking closed now. I was so pissed off. They're fucking,
Oh,
and the
you
restaurant's so close to me too. It's like quarter mile away from me right now.
You
As
not
well.
like email them and get the recipe or something.
I know, right? But
I know you're not there anymore.
If you go on TikTok and like YouTube, like there are a lot of places, a lot of guys that will show you how to make the takeaway, like takeaway curries, takeaway Chinese. There's a guy who does like shows you how to make the takeaway Chinese
Oh, there's
stuff.
the man
Okay.
and his mum.
I will
and
have
mum
to
and
see that.
Son.
Yeah, because
really
they are
good.
quite the one
Yeah.
that Kayla's looking at it, and she was going to make a tikka masala like what they do at the actual. Cause we're not big like when Phil came round, he had one, and it was like it ate through the plate. It's like eating through the countertop. It was like fairly
Nice.
spicy, whereas we're more tikka masala. But like when you get it from the jar, it just doesn't taste as good
No,
as it.
it's not the same.
It's nowhere near the same, and it's just not. So we started getting all the stuff, and bearing in mind this is at Lidl. Lidl's great. If you haven't shopped at Lidl, shop at Lidl. Fucking amazing. Anyways,
He
we
just said
started
it was
getting
only
stuff-
a madras. Are you saying that's spicy? I thought you were going for like a jalfrezi or a vindaloo or something. A madras.
I didn't fucking have it. I had the red one. I had the. tikka
I don't
masala.
even know what madras is. Never heard of it.
It's just like a flavoursome curry. It's nice.
It's a flavor. It's a curry flavor.
Yeah.
There's no spice to it.
Wow, there's a bit of spice to it, but it's not bad. It's not spice through the table like Tom's like explaining.
I don't know.
Here.
It
He's
was
been
it
a
was-
little bit over the
right.
top.
This is my story. Shut the fuck up. So
Did you get a new
anyways-
table?
No, I was joking.
you patch it
about
up?
that. It wasn't. No, it was a joke, David. David, it was a joke. It's funny.
Was it funny?
Shut the
Oh,
fuck
so
up.
good.
No, so we're looking at it. We're starting to put all the stuff in that you need to need to make it all up. And by the time you've got like all the things, you're looking at fucking nearly the cost of just getting it from the takeaway anyway.
I know, right?
And you're like, holy
And
fuck.
the amount of time it takes to actually make it too. You got to take into consider time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Well, what we
yeah.
were thinking is what we might do is to make it cheaper. Might cook the rice at home, and because we've got a rice cooker, so we can cook the rice at home. Just get like
Yeah.
the pack of like poppadoms and some naan bread, and I'll just go and get just that, just the tikka masala.
That sounds
bring
that sounds
back.
like a really good idea.
And then
Yeah.
it's like kind of like it's a kind of nice way. Because we actually did this for like Chinese, where I made the egg fried rice, and we just went and we made the egg fried rice, we made the chicken, and we just bought.
When I got the
We
sauce.
literally went in, and the guy was like, "I had to say, oh yeah, my wife's pregnant. She just wants.
Why did you have to have a
the-
story?
Well, because I felt like I went into that. So I went into the Chinese, and I'm like, all I wanted was a tub of the sweet and sour sauce, and some prawn crackers. So let's be honest, prawn crackers from the Chinese are the best ones. But anyways,
Oh my
and
god.
so I was asking this, and the guy was looking at me so weird. I'm like, oh yeah, my wife's pregnant. She's got a craving for it. Oh yeah, that's fine. I'll get you a big tub for it. I'm like, that's great. I lied to you, but thank you. Anyways, I really appreciate that. But like, it's
He's listening to this podcast right now and going like, that bastard.
I knew that was
I knew
wrong.
she wasn't.
I don't know. You've got to kind of find like cheap ways of like nowadays. You've got to try and find the cheap ways of doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I was told I was a genius one time at McDonald's by a guy. So I wanted their hamburgers were on sale for like a fucking $1 or something, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I asked him to add basically everything that you would have in a Big Mac. Like the sauce and all that kind of stuff. And there was a little extra. I'm like, he was just like, that's fucking genius. It might have been a double or something, you know what I mean? But it was just, but it wasn't quite the size of a Big Mac, but it was half the price because of all the ingredients I added to it. And I'm like, I was like, thank you very much. I'm very proud of myself for that one.
But did it taste better?
It tasted just as it was fine. It was fine. It was fine.
I thought you were going to say it tastes all the sweeter for the work that I put in for it.
I should have said that. Maybe we can retake that. It was all the better. What was it again? What was that line again? I'm sorry, Tom.
All the better for the effort that you put into it.
All the better for the effort that I put into it. Yeah.
You got it. Yeah.
There's one of my favorite restaurants in the world. Is they now have one opening up that's only a mile away from me. I used to have to drive 40 minutes to go get it. Maybe 30, depending on traffic.
Is this like a takeaway?
It can be takeaway. Technically, every restaurant can be takeaway, but it's not a fast food. Well, technically, it could be. No, it's not. I don't know. I don't consider it fast food. It's not fast food.
So you go 45 minutes to go and sit down there, is what you're saying? I thought you were going like 45 minutes just to collect it and get home.
No, I used to have to do. I collected my wife's and then brought it home. But I would stay there and eat it. I wasn't going to grab it. You know what I mean? But it's just I love it so much, but I'm so happy. I knew eventually they'd open up around this area, but now they're going to be opening up within the next 6 months, and that is good. I can wait 6 months, but I'll still show up in the other places, But yeah, I love my spicy hot chicken.
I have a Judge Chloe sort of question for you guys.
Oh, we've not done this for a while.
Or something kind of similar to it.
Something we're going to judge on. Okay.
One of my favorite Chinese places is a place called Trunks. It's from where we are now. It's like a couple of hours, but it is fucking amazing. Now, only thing is, this is somewhere that me and my ex used to go.
Right.
So, my question to you guys is it okay? Because it was never, if I'm honest with you, and this sounds really like, for me, there is no memory of me and my ex at this place. There is memory of the delicious, delicious food and how good it was. It is a kind of, for me, it's a neutral place. It's a place, but at the same time, I don't know, is that okay? Because, goddamn, that's
what if you take care to where you
that's
took
like,
it with your ex?
Well, exactly. Is that bad? Because it is fucking good food.
It's not. It's not bad. There's if you
not.
Wait. Chloe, what are you going to say?
I'm going to say as long as you're going for the nice food and it's all about the food, there's no issue in it.
So, no, Tom, you can't. How dare you even suggest such a thing that you would actually take your current fiance, the one that you love so much, and insult her so much and take her to a restaurant that you have been before with your ex-wife? What is wrong with you, you sick, perverted bastard? Like,
where the fuck has perverted come from?
As long as it,
I don't know. I'm just saying words.
As it's all about the food, and you state
now
that
you are
100%.
picturing a threesome. Basically, if you go to that restaurant with you might as well be having a threesome.
Fuck? No! Back the fuck up there! What the fuck are you talking about?
You said we're doing Judge Chloe, yeah? Isn't this my job?
He's getting in the
role. Yeah.
I miss arsehole David. It's lovely.
Fuck. Just quickly, guys. Just to kind of, I've genuinely missed this, guys.
It's good fun, isn't it?
It's honestly the dynamic of like, it's just fuck. I've missed this.
Summer is a tough time to do a lot of podcasts. It really is.
But
there's just so much going on.
It is. But I tell you what, it's because with the podcast, obviously those people who, like we have been we're now doing them every 2 weeks, and we've changed the structure a bit because I genuinely I fucking love doing these podcasts. Like we don't. This is not something that we make money on. This is not something that we. It's not like this is just something that we love to do with a Patreon. That is just to buy the equipment so we can actually kind of keep doing these podcasts. And if you do want to just quickly, just shout out our Patreons, like that's support us, like stuff like getting these new microphones, webcams, all this stuff to make it better.
Riverside, all sorts, isn't it?
Yeah, Riverside. But honestly, I'd never wanted it to become too much and like almost become like a job, because then I won't love what I do. But like having the kind of gap, and I've missed you guys. I love you both. Like
as much as we love it,
much.
it's so much fun doing it. But it's nice having the time for yourself as well. It has been quite nice. So. Anyway,
so I was going to bring up something. I was going to wait till
really? No. Back the fuck up, right? Get mushy with us, David. Get mushy with us. Say something nice. We're having a moment here.
I was going to say this was my last podcast.
No, you're not. Fuck off.
So you keep on asking questions that you only want a certain answer to. So, so let me go ahead. Yes, this is the best fucking thing of part of my life. It is nice to have a gap once in a while. But of course, I really would wish that if I'm not on the show, that I still wouldn't be responsible for editing. But it seems that that's not the case. But I'm so happy to do it. This podcast is amazing.
Fucking hate you so much. You're such a wanker. Yeah, I have missed you guys. Right.
Don't you even dare saying on that note, let's go blah 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 blah.
Thank
we
you
still
so
have
much.
facts. We still have facts of wife.
No, I was about to. I've got to fucking move on to facts of wife.
I'm just saying, as long as you're going for the Chinese, going back on that, it's all right with me. There you go.
Okay. I appreciate
Not
that.
with me, because you might as well just be cheating on her, because you're going to be thinking of your ex-wife.
Holy shit. Well, I think that's ruined it. there is another Chinese, but the thing was, it was how crispy the chicken was. It was like,
why don't you ask Gail if she wants to go and share this experience with you? How about that? Say, I've had this experience, this amazing Chinese. Unfortunately, I've had it with my ex, but let's make it a new memory. I don't know, go like that.
There's this burger joint. It's a fast food. It's a high-end fast food, but it's fast food called Burgerville.
Yeah.
And they have this spread that is just absolutely delicious. Delicious. It's like mayonnaise, ketchup, other sauces, whatever. It's a lovely spread. But anyway, I used to get a burger. That's it. Eat the burger. But then my ex-wife, when she started going, she'd always ask for extra spread on it. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's much better with extra spread. And like it drips, it like drips out. And like then she'd ask for a cup of spread for her chips too. And it was just like, oh yeah, okay. I used to have no problem eating the chips raw or whatever. You know what I mean? Or eating the chips without any sauce.
Yeah,
I do love my curry sauce, but now so ever since then. Of course, then she'd go to McDonald's as well. She'd ask for extra mac sauce and a side of mac sauce, and like it got me hooked on sauces.
Never thought
it
of that.
really did. And like if the sauce isn't dripping out of the burger, it's not enough, you know. But I remember one time I did go to I was going through Burgerville and like, can I get some extra sauce on there? How much would you want? I want you to put as much sauce as you can possibly put on it. All right, just absolutely. And then you got that pictured. Now double it. That's what I want on there. All right, it was just. But I do actually think of my ex-wife when it comes to Burgerville, and like it's because we went to Burgerville so many times in the few years that we were together. Like that was always the one. It's just like it's hard for me to not associate Burgerville with my ex-wife. No, I don't hate my ex-wife. You know, my wife doesn't hate my ex-wife. She actually quite likes her and all that kind of. So it's not the worst thing in the world, if you know. But there's a lot of things that you're going to remember because of your ex-wife, because that's what you used to. You know what I mean? So it's not the worst thing to go to a restaurant because you liked it. It happens to be it has decent food and everything, and like you don't have to bring her up. You don't have to bring the name up, but like, oh yeah,
It's a true story.
me and my ex-wife did this. I just like it was just like, oh yeah, I remember that. You just make new experiences at said location. So there we go.
It's a true story. Enjoy the food. That's what it's all
Mhm.
about.
I will say,
Food.
my housemate found a barbecue sauce at Home Bargains of all places, and it is fucking fire. It's like Home Bargains' own barbecue sauce. God damn, it's good. We've been making these chicken burgers. The chicken that we bought from Lidl, by the way. Just quick shout out to Lidl.
They're good,
Hashtag
yeah.
sponsor. Not really. But fuck, it's so good. Oh, I want one of them burgers right now. Right, can we do Facts of Wife now?
Yes, please do. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hungry.
It has been so long since done the Facts of Wife. I'm excited for it.
I'm a little scared what she's
Also,
actually recorded.
are we wearing the same T-shirt?
Me and you?
David?
I got a pocket.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
no
David's not wearing grey.
I am wearing grey.
Is that grey or is that blue?
It's grey.
What are you wearing, Tom?
He's wearing grey.
Is that blue or grey?
Just quickly, I need to read this comment out. So I'm having an orgasm. Said I went to my kebab van with my new girlfriend, and the guy asked where my ex was.
That's awesome.
Wow. Yeah,
That's the risk you run, isn't it?
that is a risky. Yeah, but if
All right.
it's good, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
bring it.
ready. I'm always ready.
Hey everyone, Ball and Chain here. It's been a minute, missed you guys. This week we're going to talk about sex and reproductive systems.
Oh my God.
So first, echidnas are hedgehog-like creatures. In fact, Knuckles from Sonic is supposed to be an echidna. How many heads do they have on their penis?
I'm going to say it's more than one. Would I be wrong if I said more than one?
I mean, it's clearly more than one, but like,
Why? I'm going with 9.
Okay,
It's a healthy
Def-
number.
7.
Ooh.
Well,
I don't know
You know
why.
what? I
Why
bet
these
the answer's going to
numbers?
be. I bet the answer's going to be 1, and she's going to go like, "These
no,
sick
it
bastards
can't
probably said
possibly
something else."
because I never even thought you could have more than one. But it does occur to me. Do I have to Google?
Do you have to
picture
Google
of
the
a
hedgehog penis? No, you don't. Yeah.
Right, can we get the answer so I can Google this shit? Because my curiosity has got the better of me.
All right.
Make a
How do you
guess
spell
first.
echidna? A-C...
4.
4.
Only 2 are
Four?
used at the same time. They switch between them. And the females have a dual branch reproductive system. So I'm imagining something like a plug and a socket. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Like a plug in a
What
socket.
the fuck? What's
That
in
is
the
such
actual...
a great explanation.
Oh my God.
It's
Jesus
like a
Christ.
paw.
fuck is...
All right, people who are listening to this are just going to have to Google it. So you're going to have some weird search results. And
Yeah,
It's like
you
a little paw
are-
print, like an extra leg.
Gonna have
it was like a hand. It was like
Yeah.
a hand with a bunch of stubs.
That's just greedy.
A cartoon hand
surely.
that had 4. But are you ready for the next one?
Well,
Yeah.
I always thought they were really cute up until I saw that. That's fucking revolting. Right, anyways, well, thank you so much for listening. That's it, we're done. We're finished, we're done. That's it.
Last podcast ever.
Yeah, that's it. We're done completely.
What is one of the main qualities of a cat's penis?
Jesus Christ. The main
Cat's penis have
qualities of a cat's penis. What the fuck? That
I can't
it's
think
an
of a
organ
quality
that
that
helps, maintain the cat population. Jesus Christ!
I mean,
Does it
The
I don't know.
main
They clearly
quality.
work. I know that because I have a box full of kittens just here. So,
Yeah.
What can be quality about it? It's like,
is it like it's maybe fast or something like that?
is it
'Cause-
barbed? Is it barbed?
No, that's a duck, isn't it? A
Well,
duck's
maybe-
barbed.
No,
Maybe there's
duck's
other ones that do that.
coils. Duck's coils, isn't
No,
it?
the coiled and some of them have barbs on them
Yeah,
as well.
some of the barbs. They are horrible.
So maybe
little
they're
rapists,
like
they are.
maybe they're fast, or maybe they're like maybe they're long, possibly.
Do you think it can like move itself?
Maybe
Like
it
a little
purrs.
snake.
Maybe the
I was
maybe
going
it
to.
purrs.
That's the thing that makes it purr.
Little para. Oh, I don't know. I think we need to find out the answer.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. My hand. That was horrible.
It has
Right.
barbs on it.
It does
it
have
does.
Mother
barbs.
Nature is such a bitch.
Wait, what? Hold on.
What was
It
that?
has barbs on it. Mother Nature is such a bitch.
Mother Nature's such a bitch. It's so true.
Oh,
What,
that's
like,
so
who
funny.
thought that was a great idea?
You know what? So just quickly. Well, actually, one second. Let me just go and get something quickly. For those,
That's-
for
Oh
those
no!
people
Don't get a
watching on
cat and
YouTube.
show us.
Is he going to show us a kitten?
He's gonna get
So
a kitten.
the perks of watching us on YouTube, you get to actually see Tom's bedroom and Tom's kittens. Is that a pack of chips? I wonder what he's eating back
Yeah, that looks like
there. Is that
chips.
cola? Red? Was it or what was that?
that
Cola?
looks like Dr Pepper.
Was it Dr. Pepper? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Don't squish it.
Right. So, for those people who are watching, for those people who are listening, we'll kind of explain what you're seeing here. But for those people,
Please don't get his
watching-
penis out.
Get his penis out.
well,
This is what
why-
we were talking about a minute
obviously
ago.
that's what we're thinking you're going to do.
This is Casper.
Oh, he's so cute.
Can you make him talk? Let's make him.
So there you
All
go.
right.
This is Casper. Casper is a boy. So this little cute thing, I never even thought about it. But this has. Look at him shaking.
Oh,
Oh.
he's so
Is it-
cute.
How old,
so
by
I
the way?
now know that this beautiful little bundle of joy has a barbed penis, and now I can't unsee that. So thank you for that.
Oh,
Tom,
but he's so cute.
in a month's time, we're getting a puppy.
Are you really?
I'm so fucking excited. I am.
What puppy are
super-
you getting?
We are getting a Brittany Spaniel.
Ooh,
right.
what's that?
It's a hunting dog for birds. It's a bird hunter dog, but it's very very easily trainable. It's
Most spaniels are though, aren't they? They've got a lot of energy to them.
yeah.
Oh.
They live for work, even if
Oh,
work is
that's
play.
nice.
So they want to playing with them. So, I'm in the reason I've never gotten a dog before because I just feel like I've never been in a really good position to have one because I work so much, and I want to be able to like I'm home every day, 24 hours a day. So he'll have all the attention in the world, And I think it's good to have a dog with kids as well, just
Yeah.
That's a nice type of dog. That one.
yeah. So I'm super excited. We get it in a month. Like Chris, my ex.
Oh, so have
my
you actually
current-
already
Jesus Christ.
got it?
My wife, she actually did meet them.
Current wife.
I get confused now. It has been a month. I usually call her the ball and chain.
Have you So have you found puppies that you're gonna get? Are you gonna get?
Yeah,
Have you
we
found
already see.
any?
Yeah, no, we haven't. They're already. We're picking them up at 8 weeks old, and
Right.
she's already like my wife has already actually met all the puppies.
Oh, okay.
And so they hold on to them until they're ready.
Yeah.
to be
So
Actually,
you've chosen the puppy. You're
well,
waiting
not
on it
really
now.
yet. We'll actually. There's like, I don't know. There might be like eight puppies altogether. There's 2 female, and the rest are male. So the chances
Yeah.
are we're going to get a male. And they said there's a lot of advantage to having a male, and some disadvantages. But they're females have a tendency to lock onto one adult as their favorite, but the males they're all open to loving them all.
So is
what
it
I mean?
like because when I'd got a working dog, it was like that because anyone who's getting it as a pet didn't get first choice.
Oh, I
Like,
get
it
you.
was, it's like it
So
was.
they would choose the ones that are going to work well, and then you
precisely,
got
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
wasn't going to become what it was meant to be.
Which honestly was probably for the best because despite being a sheepdog, he was terrified of sheep. Which honestly,
that might be why he wasn't a sheepdog.
Yeah, for a sheepdog, that was a bit of a character flaw. We'll go with
All right. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes,
Yes.
please. Yes.
What shape is a duck's penis?
Oh,
we all
we've
think-
already discussed
corkscrew.
this one.
Oh, we know
It's
this
a
one.
corkscrew.
Wait, I think we've done this on. I think we've actually done this one.
I think we all
Was it a
found
factor
out
was?
that it was a corkscrew.
Yeah, it's a corkscrew, and some
And the
of
females
them,
one is
'cause-
corkscrew.
and they can be sometimes they can corkscrew the other way, and sometimes they can
Yeah.
have barbs on them. I know,
Yeah.
I know more about ducks' penises than honestly I probably legally should do.
I think we're all going to be well educated in a lot of penises after this because there seems to be there's This is what we're talking about now, is penis.
Penis related.
Yeah.
A corkscrew.
Yeah. There we
Yay.
go. All right.
Flatworms are hermaphroditic, which means they have both male and female sex organs. During mating, what do they often do with their penises before copulation?
What do they have sex with themselves?
Falls off or something like that, does it not? Or maybe like
Oh,
something
someone
like-
says eat
it's-
it. That could,
I was about,
that
I was
could
about to
check
say
out.
something a bit like eating it.
Are these the flatworms that can split in half?
I don't
I think
know.
they are, yeah.
Or am I thinking of evolution there? Because there are flatworm things in there that split in half.
I was literally just about to make an evolution reference. Fuck. Yeah, the only thing about evolution, it is a great film.
I love that
Do
film.
you know? Oh, I fucking love that film.
What's that
But
about? Who's in
one
that?
of-
How have you never seen Evolution?
Who's in it?
No. Sean
Is that what
William Scott.
Is that what the X
Is it
Files
Sean
did?
William Scott?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
God, it's been
X-Files
so
dude.
long. I don't remember that
And-
movie.
Oh,
Oh,
I
it's
really
it's-
don't
it's
remember
really
that.
good. Although one of the characters does admit to being a paedophile.
What, for real life?
But not the
No,
actor.
no. In the film, as a joke.
Does he?
It's passed off as a joke. Basically, one of when so one of the army guys is going through his computer, or he's going to go through his computer, and he says something along the lines of like, all of them girls are over 18 or something
Oh,
like that.
yes, I remember that. Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, like at the time that was still, but nowadays, holy fuck, that's like a joke, and that wow, that's like a.
Well,
I mean,
Jimmy,
surely,
Jimmy Carr, is that his name? The comedian? Is it Jimmy
Yeah.
Carr? Yeah. He's constantly joking about being a pedophile. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
he basically
He's
says,
on
"All
the
right,
edge.
I'm trying to get cancelled. All right, let's see if this one will work." Okay, you know. But the stuff he was like, wow, just wow. I'm like, but again, by saying he's trying to get cancelled, was means he was not going to get cancelled, because it kind of gives him permission to say whatever he wants, because he's trying to say the most edgiest thing ever. And you know,
I mean, it's a good full safe, that thing, really,
You know?
isn't it?
like one joke that I heard, like I don't know how, maybe it might have been 10 years ago, and now it's just a terrible joke. But I don't know, but it's just like, what's the best thing about having sex with 28-year-olds? You know the answer by this time. There's 20 of them.
I've heard this one before.
But that's just
Oh my god, I've not
terrible.
heard that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking.
Like, you shouldn't even laugh at that. You know what I mean?
my
As in, like,
God.
but I don't know if but it's just now. It just sounds. I don't know. We're in a different era right now where you. But yeah.
That's
All
what
right.
But
Jimmy
the thing is,
Savile
though,
did.
the thing is, like with some of them jokes, like you know how like your grandparents would laugh at like something when you like it's, but like I don't know. You look back at okay, say for instance, Friends, and you look back at that, and you go through some of them, and as someone like who's older and wiser, and you look at it and you're going, wow, there's some bad jokes, like there's some really not okay jokes. But like the thing is, I feel like we're adapting with it. It feels like almost like previous generations, they never kind of grew up out of them jokes. They were kind of like continued to be like I don't
Acceptable
know.
and how you do
Yeah.
it, yeah. But then you can watch like kids programs nowadays, like not nowadays, but what you would have watched when you were a kid, and then you'll see like where they've done like an adult joke in it where you don't get it when you're little, but now you watch it, you're like, oh my
Simpsons
god, how
being
did
a
they get
classic
away?
example of that.
Yeah, how the hell did they
SpongeBob?
get away with that? Yeah,
Yes,
there was some weird stuff in that, but it's like, how did they get away with doing that? And kids are watching it. It's just crazy, isn't it? Really.
There's too many moms that have too much time on their hands now to complain, and Karens
Yeah.
out there
How
that just ruin it all for.
how is this flatworm related?
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Flatworms.
Is that what, do we want to find out the answer?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. yeah.
I think they split in half
it.
and shag each other.
You guessed it. They fence with them.
Oh no, I did not guess
Oh,
that.
we did not guess that. We did not guess that. Was there two answers there, and we got the wrong one? What was the one? Nope, that was.
I'm sorry. They fence, as in like they play swords with it.
Yeah.
They're like,
Wow.
on God. Like,
That's exactly what they say. Yeah.
oh, they learned the French language.
So
Yeah.
what do they try and fence each other off to see who can have sex with who?
or is it after the fact?
Or is that how they reproduce? I'm so confused. Oh, and yes, there's videos if anyone wants to know.
Fine.
Oh, are
Not
you
now,
gonna,
Tom.
Are you
Not
going to look
now.
up the video?
He's going on Pornhub to see if there's a video on it.
Surely it would be called something else. Is it Animal Pornhub or Insect Pornhub? What is it? What is a worm? A creepy crawly? Is it an insect?
A worm. It's like a wiggly thing.
I know, but
Wiggly
what
thing.
category is in it? It's not an animal. It's not a bird. It's is it an insect? A ground creature?
Yeah, it's kind of like a ground creature.
Yeah, I know, but is that the actual name? We have names for.
It's the actual name.
But.
Should I Google, is a worm a ground creature?
Yeah, I know, but what's the category it's in? What's this? Calling producer.
What is a worm? Many very different and related types of animals that are generally long and soft are called worms.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Tom, do you want to have the next question, or do you want to? Do you need some time alone to find
What
out?
am I looking at?
Is there
What
there
the
worms?
fuck am I looking at?
Do they have rules when it comes to their fencing?
Honestly, so we've just upgraded our internet because
Just so you can specifically watch this. Yeah.
Well, no, we've upgraded the internet because I'll be honest with you, even when the kids come round, we find that actually they drain it. I don't think Fibre is going to let me upgrade after we watch all this stuff. The amount of searches this evening because of your missus, by the way, David. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I like the way she put the winner gets to use the penis. That's what happens at the end of it. Wow. That's so cool and weird.
All right.
I'm honestly, I'm sure if you searched it, that is like men fencing to have sex with a woman. That is, I guarantee you, somewhere on the internet that is a thing.
I keep picturing a cartoon
Real 34
characters.
says it.
I'm trying to picture. As soon as I think of worms fencing,
I think of Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, it's a cartoon character.
It wasn't. I'll be honest with you, it looks more.
Did you
almost
think
like
he
a
ever did
slug.
it?
What, Earthworm Jim? I mean, wasn't he
Earthworm
half,
Jim,
like,
flying through the sky,
worm, half
Earthworm
human?
Jim, he is a mighty guy.
Or was he a worm?
Well, he's earthworm, so he's a
What?
worm.
Well, Earthworm Jim's a worm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he had a suit on, didn't he?
A worm suit.
But he was still a worm.
It's
Didn't
not
he have
earthworm.
legs?
It's not earth.
No,
Human.
the suit had legs. He was just a worm, and like the
Oh,
suit
he was
could
just-
take him out, and it would
oh.
literally like use him as a whip sometimes.
Yes. I remember now. I'm thinking of
Fucking
Banana Man,
Earthworm
I
Jim was
think.
awesome. I loved that show. Whenever that came on, and that theme.
I thought it was a
probably
video
one of
game.
the best. It was also a kids' TV
Is
show
that?
as well.
Was it a kids' TV show first, or
I don't know, but either way, it was very, very good. I remember it for the SNES. My cousin had it.
It was good. It was very good.
It was very good.
Very good.
all right?
Okay.
Next.
Next fact.
Unlike other animals whose penises change shape or size before or during mating, what animal has a permanently erect penis?
Well, really, if it's erect for longer than 5 hours, you are supposed to see your doctor, are you not?
Maybe this is what Viagra is made out of.
Well,
You know.
Is it going to be something like a fish or something?
Could you give us like a multiple choice of like 20? Maybe it's just like what's constantly erect? I don't know. Is it? Did you say animal or a creature? What is it? What animal has a permanently erect
Do you think it's
Tom.
a turtle? Tortoise.
crocodile? Sorry, reading the comments.
It's a reptile. I reckon it's a tortoise. because
Phil
it can go in
has
its
put me
shell.
apparently.
I reckon it can go in its shell. Oh, not a tortoise.
Well, that's.
I was thinking maybe like a snail or something like that for like its shell, but I don't really know.
Well, she's put reptile. That's not a
Okay.
reptile.
Oh,
my
it
God,
is a
animals.
reptile.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you think it's like a lizard then?
I'm going to go with
a
chameleon.
Oh, could be. They got the scary eyes, didn't they? That sounds about right.
They're not. They're quite cute.
Depends on-
Vicious. They're
I've held one.
vicious.
They're not. I've held one. They're not. They're not
Oh,
vicious
I've
at
always been
all.
told they're vicious.
Nope. I've in fact twice I've held wild chameleons. They were in the middle of the road and they were moving off, and they were absolutely fine. They walked around my hands, and then off it went.
This is in Cyprus,
And-
isn't it? Or
Yeah.
Sicily? No, Cyprus.
Cyprus.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's find out.
I didn't know there was. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Alligators. I mean, they're hidden, but then they
Alligators.
could just pop them out.
Pop it
But
out.
they're always hard.
Where do
I
they
mean-
hide them?
Yeah, I don't know. In between their legs? No. They walk around crouched, having their t-shirt kind of hanging over, just kind
Oh, they hide it in their abdomen. Oh. I suppose it's normal for them,
if you
then,
ever
isn't
get
it?
eaten by an alligator now, like the last thing you'll think is, "Oh no!" and you've got an erection while you're doing this.
of. Because that's exactly while you're getting rolled around in the water, your thoughts will drift away to, oh no.
Something completely random. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
not going to be the last thing in my head, but
Anyway,
gross.
What is the only species that has distinct males and females, i.e., not hermaphroditic, where the males give birth?
I know what it is.
Oh,
seahorse.
Seahorse.
Seahorse. Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
I think-
fucking
I-
yes.
I think
you,
we're all
you missus
educated.
thought you actually had us on this one.
Yeah, it probably won't
It's
be.
because
that
they've
now.
got a pouch, isn't it? So the female gives birth to the eggs, which then goes in the male's pouch.
Oh,
And then
wow.
when they're actually big enough, they are born.
Okay, let's find out.
Seahorses.
Look at us.
Apparently, the babies are very tasty, so it's like survival evolution, so the fathers protect them.
Aw,
Yeah.
That's cute.
that's. I mean, why does your missus know the tasty?
I think they're
Maybe she wants to
tasty.
eat them.
I think they're tasty for the seahorse.
Yeah, so
Ish.
I think she gives birth to them or something, or the whatever it is, and then the male picks them up in the pocket.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, it's meant to be like the best dad in the world.
How many
aren't they?
vaginas do female kangaroos have?
Sorry.
Was not expecting that one.
How many vaginas?
Say what?
How many vaginas do female kangaroos have?
Do
One.
they have two? Do they have
I'm
one
gonna-
for giving birth, one for being in the pouch and giving birth, and one for babies?
Oh yeah.
I reckon they
um,
got two.
go
One
on,
in the
Tom.
pouch.
What if it's like something wacky, like none, and they kind of, I don't know.
But how do they give birth?
I don't know. I was just.
Poop
I
it.
was
Can
just-
you, Tom?
I'm
since
kind of
since
just
your
thinking-
internet history is already fucked up, can you go ahead and search kangaroos having sex, please? And then just show us.
That's not giving us how many vaginas there are.
Well,
Maybe they will. Let's find out, Tom.
you know what's going to happen is Kale's going to like go. Oh, I just need to use your phone quickly to search.
No!
What the fuck? Why is this on here? I'm like, it's David's wife. Why are you talking to David's wife about this? I'm like, just don't.
All right, let's find out.
I reckon it's two.
3. Okay. They only have one vaginal opening, but they have 3 vaginal tubes. So there's no confusion on the male's parts.
Oh, okay.
What?
So it could go in. It can go into 3 inside there. There's one hole in the outside, but there's 3 in the inside. So it could enter into any hole. Yeah.
So the guys have got a multiple choice.
Or multiple choice when you get in there.
Have you ever seen the jacked kangaroos?
Yeah, they're awesome.
They are terrifying. Like,
But do you ever see a jacked
Holy
kangaroo?
fuck.
They had a dog in a headlock, and then the owner came around and punched.
Oh yeah, and the
punched
guy
Yes,
comes
I've
up
seen
punches
that,
him.
yeah.
That is the #1 best video I have ever seen in my entire life. I know it's sad that an animal got punched by a human, but seriously, that's like, it just says like, how many other animals out there can put another creature in a headlock? You know what I mean? That's very human-like.
yeah,
It is so weird.
yeah,
It's
they are crazy things.
You know,
Can I just ask, why is having three openings going to confuse the males? I don't get it.
well, it won't
Or
confuse.
No.
save confusion.
Oh, I don't know.
What are they going to
Well,
get confused about?
just for the records, the two best videos on the internet to do with animals is dog licks window and dog fart cat vomit.
Have you seen the goat where it licks the electric fencing?
Just trust me, search it later.
Have you watched the goat that licks the electric fencing?
No, but
Oh my god, you need to watch that one. That's hilarious.
Does it just fall down?
Probably has seen it.
Does it just drop?
No. It makes the stupidest noise in the world. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
My history's already fucked.
I didn't
we
mean
could do-
now, but
We
yeah,
can do
we
this
could
all
just do it
day.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is though, because this is actually because Chloe said that it's got.
It's got what?
That's a great. Holy shit!
And it keeps doing it.
I will say, goats do make some of the fucking greatest fucking noises. When I was with Kale and she was still at her mum's house, so they'd be downstairs, and obviously it's all Chromecasts, so you can cast stuff, and we would turn the volume up and cast goats screaming, so you could hear it blaring downstairs. Ah! It's so good, so fucking good.
I love that they added the
Yeah.
the
Oh my
goats,
God.
the screaming goats to the Thor, the last Thor movie, the Love and
fuck
Thunder.
yeah.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Did you not watch? Have you not seen the last Thor?
I've seen the
Love and
film. I
Thunder?
don't remember the screaming goats, but yeah, I'll have to watch it again.
The
How could you
giant
not watch-
screaming goats.
Jesus
How
Christ,
could you
they
not
were
remember
huge.
this?
They were big. They were actually kind of a big part of it. They ended up pulling the
Oh,
cart. The
maybe
cart
I
thing.
do remember it. I'll have to
But,
watch it again.
He was so happy to receive them. He like they were supposed to be like an insult to because he ended up destroying their temple, and then like here's a gift for you. Screaming goats like awesome and blah blah blah. You know whatever. But anyway,
Have you seen the trailers for the new Deadpool film?
I have.
Fuck, I'm
No, I
excited for that.
haven't.
Because the thing is, it feels almost like Marvel's just dropped off. It's like obviously there was the ending to with Thanos
The
and all of
Endgame
that
and
shit,
everything. Yeah.
and then really what kind of happens? Like there was Love and Thunder. That was objective. That was good, but that's been pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like
Let's
there's
do
not.
some more. They've
like-
done a few series though. Have you watched the series?
No, not really.
What
Oh, some of them are
the
alright.
year '97? Oh, the series. I watched all the series. No,
Yeah.
yes, I do believe so, and they're okay.
Like the Loki series and that.
Oh, the
was
Loki
good, and-
series is the something else. Like I think they
Very-
started off
I
really
keep
good.
seeing clips on it and what. I need
Oh,
to
of
watch
Loki.
it.
You have not seen Loki?
Yeah. No, I
You do
haven't.
need to
Oh,
watch that.
Tom,
I watched
I can't-
She-Hulk.
Oh, that's
And
so
You watched
yeah,
it?
that was
loaded.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
no, right? No, it wasn't.
seen
It was
Doctor Strange
actually
one?
really
Painful.
good. No,
I
it
liked
wasn't.
She-Hulk.
It was
That was good. I like that.
Yeah,
I liked it. It was
it was.
happy,
It
was
was
funny.
fun. Yes, it was
Yeah, I
fun,
liked
and there was
it.
some
It was-
really proper laugh out loud
I
moments
liked
in
it.
it.
Have
What
you
about
watched
the
the new Doctor
ending?
Strange then?
Yes,
The
I
Doctor
have,
Strange
yeah,
and the Spider.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was good.
That was
Like,
one.
That was
That was
good.
good.
I think that's actually my wife's favorite one. Was the last Doctor Strange one? Because
that
of
was
the
good.
director, whatever the director's name is.
And have you?
He
there's,
did-
He directed
Raimi.
he directed the first 3 Spider-Mans as well.
there's
but,
a series called What If as well that you got to watch, where it's lots of like shorts. Have you watched any of that?
Yeah, I've not seen any of that.
That's
no.
good.
You haven't
You've gotta
seen
watch
any of
them.
them? Tom,
No,
oh my god,
fucking
I don't
hey,
care.
No, you judged me before.
No. I am so
You
sorry.
have got to watch
You
them.
have got to watch them. They are
Yeah, they're very good.
absolutely brilliant.
And have
and,
you seen
like-
the Spider Verse and that? Those are good. You must have seen them.
Yeah. No, actually,
And
I
the
didn't
new
watch the
Teenage
second
Mutant
one.
Ninja Turtles. That's good as well.
Teenage Mutant
Same
Ninja
style.
Turtles?
I know that's not Marvel, but you got to
It's
watch
definitely
that.
not Marvel.
No.
Yeah, but that's good. It's good. It's like Spider Verse style. It's good. It's well worth it. Anyway,
Okay.
where's his facts of wife gone?
It's not gone anywhere. It's just Tom's brain just has a tendency of drifting off something else. All right.
Squirrel.
Is there no, it's just are we looking for a question or an answer?
Oh,
Okay.
What species loses its penis after copulation?
Copulation.
Oh
Does
my
that mean
God.
sex?
Yeah.
Why didn't she just say sex? She does this to me all the time.
You didn't want us
She
to say
uses-
coccyx before, so don't you
I d-
fucking start on us.
Well, I'm saying I don't understand the words. I'm like, why can't you just use a normal fucking word? But I do love my wife. She uses a lot of big words.
Penis after sex.
Is it going to be a
Has to be
spider or
something
something?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it must be a spider or something horrific like that, mustn't it? So do you know? Or maybe like, is it in the praying mantis? No, they eat the head, don't they?
They eat the head.
It'd be something
Is
where
it-
something gets eaten, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be a bug or something. Do you think it? Is it something that does it into an egg and then it becomes part of it?
Possibly. Right, sounds about right.
I'm going to go with a bug. I'm going to go with.
So species. Sorry, species would be the type of not just a particular. It'd be like reptiles or mammals. Are those species, or is it just one type of actual creature?
No, I think
I
it would just be
suspect it's just
one-
one specific like.
Yeah, so it would be like an anteater or not an anteater.
okay.
Like an ant or.
Gotcha. Loses one.
I reckon it's some sort of special beetle.
Okay.
Dung beetle. Why not?
I'm sorry, spider.
Okay. I'm gonna say lizard.
Ooh.
That's what I'm gonna say.
The male honeybee.
Okay.
Those
You know
poor
what?
bees. So they lose their sting if they sting you, and then they lose their penises as well.
Supposedly, if you get stung by a bee, you're supposed to kind of like just let them just do.
Yeah, you
like,
got to
do
let
their
them
thing, and
do their
they'll
thing.
try and get out. I'm
Or
completely
you got to try and
changed my
free
mind.
it so that it doesn't spew all its guts.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Okay. I think we're done with questions now, I believe, and now it's just a bunch of
I think
random.
you missed one.
Yeah, and I don't know how to get back to it. We're gonna have to go back to it another time. But I know. So the question. Okay, we can just read out. Can you read out the question, Chloe?
What species has the largest penis size relative to their body size? Clue: they are hermaphroditic.
Yeah, you nailed it.
I totally nailed that one. I can see why you didn't want to do that one.
I don't know how I missed it, but we missed it. But anyway, so at least I have no idea. Giraffe. Giraffe is a pretty tall creature.
Oh wait, so it's not the bee doesn't lose it.
The bee does lose it.
The bee does lose it.
Yeah.
What are you going on now, Tom?
Right. So your missus just said, what the fuck?
What?
She
No,
said,
this is on
sorry,
the new
one wrong
question.
question. Sounds like we missed one.
Right, which is what we're doing now, Tom.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What species has the largest penis relative to size of their body?
And yeah.
Has both male and female sex
Such a
organs.
professional podcast we have going on here.
We really
I
are.
love
We're
it.
nailing
Also,
it.
as well,
Yeah, so nailing it.
Phil has put a link up, and anyone who's brave enough, go ahead and
Not a
click
hope.
that.
Nope. All right, so we have someone says whale. This is basically what animal
Whale
out there.
could be a good one.
Yeah, I think the bigger the creature, more likely it's a big.
But
huge
then,
creature.
well, it doesn't mean that it's got to be like a massive creature. It just means that it could be a really small creature with a giant penis.
I'm surprised. Yeah, Tom hasn't been guessed yet.
Just I watched that. I clicked on that link, and it is.
Of course
funny.
you did.
I liked it.
Okay.
After what I said before about internet safety.
All right. Let's find out. Okay, Chloe, what's the answer? Or can my better
I
half?
don't know if we've got it yet.
Yeah.
We're waiting for it. In
Yeah.
the meantime, I'm going with whale.
I'm going with giraffe.
Or it could be something simple like an amoeba or something.
I'm gonna say duck, because I'm sure.
Oh, it's in relation to the size.
Yeah.
So it's not saying that the penis is small. It could be big.
Do you want the answer?
Oh, yeah.
Or like
let's
a
do it.
frog. It's like a
Starfish.
frog. Really?
Barnacles.
No,
Starfish.
barnacles. Starfish is another one. Wow, we're doing well. Barnacles. Their penises are as much as 8 times longer than their bodies. Oh my god.
That sounds about right, yeah. Yeah.
All right. That's fine.
Starfish would have been a good one, though.
Yeah. So the next one I do believe is just going to be a spiel of random facts.
Excellent. Love it.
And now you can just sit back. I'm just going to read a couple of facts because I'm too lazy to make them into questions.
She's so
So
lazy.
first, the Antigonus, which is a mouse-like marsupial from Australia, they have a lethal mating process where males are driven by a strong sex drive to fuck themselves to death. And then, did you know,
Yeah, same.
in the Dominican Republic, there are some people called the Guevedoches. They are people with a rare intersex variation that causes them to be born female but develop male genitalia around the age of 12.
Oh my god.
So Guevedoches means penis at 12. You're welcome. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
So people can grow a penis.
At 12 years old.
Yeah, you haven't seen that? It's on Pornhub.
I am
He's not completed yet.
Bearing in mind we've just said the age of 12, I feel like that's not something we should Google. Also, I did that with my broken hand, and that hurts so much.
So yeah, there was a lot of penis facts there. Thank you very much, my wife. You're
That
wonderful.
does take transgender to the next level.
Yeah.
I'm
mean-
really sorry. I'm just reading some of these comments that people have been putting up here.
I know, that's what I'm reading.
I'm gonna stop the chat so you guys don't. You're getting just too distracted.
We can't help it.
Wow, we're getting entertained by it.
Are you not entertained?
Have you not realised we've been here for like 2 hours?
Fuck, we have as well, haven't we?
Yes. Yes,
Well,
we
that's
have.
what we do. We're only every 2 weeks now. Now we got to have 2 weeks worth of shows.
Yeah.
Into
Yeah,
one.
literally.
You know?
Literally,
So,
we've done it.
So Tom, do you wanna call it, or do you want to talk
We'll
about
call
more
it.
stuff?
Yeah, I'm happy calling it. We'll wrap up.
Okay, so
And-
let's just clarify. We talked about Elon Musk. We talked about dogs and cats and
Coccyx.
penises.
a lot of cocks.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, a lot of
Way
cocks.
more than we expected to be talking about when we started the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. Was not
I
expecting.
think
Tom,
we might have. We did
I
forget one
got-
thing though.
what was that?
We might have forgotten a trucking related topic.
We did talk about truck. We did talk
Oh,
about
Chloe
trucking.
bailed us out. She talked about the skips, didn't she?
I mentioned
And-
a skip.
Yeah.
I
And
did. I did
There
mention a
was
skip.
like a trucks do run on hydrogen. There's a lot of trucks out
Yeah,
there. that
yeah,
run on
yeah. This is a
hydrogen.
true story. There you,
you
go.
know,
We didn't,
Um,
we didn't mess up completely.
Yeah. Tom, but there was another thing too, with public service announcements. He was just saying, as like a lot of times you don't realize that you need something until that happens to you. So basically, Tom always makes sure that his fire alarms in his house are always working. And so because his house fire, your house went on fire one time.
Yeah.
And now you religiously check on your. So basically, don't wait for something to happen. Sort it out before that. Yeah. So
And don't let your 3-year-old set fire to the house.
Moral of the story.
in other words,
Done.
be a better parent is what Tom was trying to say than him.
That is a good idea, David. That's a very good idea.
There we go. There we go. My kid
You're a
right now,
smart guy.
he's 15 months, whatever, but he's climbing on shit, like stuff that he shouldn't be climbing on yet.
Yeah.
And it's just so scary. It's like, come on. I thought I baby proofed the backyard, but nope. He figures out other ways to test me and to make life a little hard. Now I actually have to go outside and watch him. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to do this to make life better on myself or easier. But anywho, all right. Yeah, I think we're covered. And then, so Tom?
Right. Well, thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how did you get this far? But we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Our podcast manager and editor is David. Thank you very much, David.
You're very
You are,
welcome.
as always, a gentleman. Hosts this week are myself, Chloe, and David again. You get so many mentions in the
I do, don't
outro.
I?
Yeah, it is. It's not good.
It's like I do
Deserves all the
more.
love.
Right. You can stop now. No one likes that guy. If you'd like to support us, you can go to patreon.com/JAPT.
No. JTP.
JTP. That one there that he just said. And you can pledge to give us some money, which would be amazing. You can get all sorts of cool little perks. You can get access to the live listens like these guys have this evening. You can get access to the Discord, and you can see like this cool video that I've just put up there of some people like fighting directly outside my house, which is kind of cool. Oh, you didn't actually see the fight, but it was kind of cool. And lots of other little extra perks, stuff like that. And you also get a mention as well at the end. By the way, this is not written down, so I'm just winging this. So just bear that in mind. This is really not okay. Some of them lovely mega supporters are Arthur Job, Dildo, I'm having an orgasm, Jack. I'm not having an orgasm. That's the name of the person. Jack Goodwin, John Brown, Justin Reaney, Master Bate, Me Hall, Phil Starkey, SMID, Stephen Patterson, and Timo. You guys are all absolute legends. You help make this podcast what it is. You are we love you all. And some people that we absolutely love half as much, like about exactly 50% in fact, are Big Mike, Gavin Williams, Neil Rees, Trucker Joe, and Danny Flynn, the Wanking Master. And also a big thank you to Trucker Colin. You've supported us loads over the past year and bit, 2 years, something like that. So you will still get a mention because you've massively helped. Thank you to all of you guys. Anything you can do to help us would be absolutely amazing. And you can also go to summerslap.com and go and get some merch on there. And I've kind of ruined the ending of this because I can't remember anything else. Anything else that I forgot to mention? Oh, socials, Facebook and TikTok.
Yeah, we're on TikTok now. Yeah.
So we are. Yeah. They're all things that we have. But yeah,
YouTube.
Thank you so much for listening. We shall see you next time, and goodbye.